Yeah, there we go. There we go. There you
And we're
go.
back.
It's we need to do the clap because you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, listening, this is our third go of this episode. We just couldn't leave you guys without a little daily dose here of tomfoolery and shenanigans because once we shenan, we damn sure gonna shenan again.
Oh,
Um,
all the time.
all the time. Uh, so you have to tell them about you were going out and you secured an item that both Brian and I desperately want.
Oh, yes. The coveted magic. I should go and grab it, but it's going to look kind of awkward. I should have brought it with me. But the coveted Magic City sweatshirt. And then for those who don't know, there was a promotion a couple of months ago, I think it was, maybe 6 weeks, where the Atlanta Hawks, and for those local who understand what Magic City is, it is an establishment that sells the best chicken wings on the East Coast, lemon pepper wet. Oh, and there just happens to be, scantily clad women walking around, and whatever.
Don't sleep
So
on the Lou Williams.
well, listen, you go for the wings. I'm only here for the wings. Just like you read the
I,
articles,
I know,
we're only here for the wings.
no, the Lou Williams wing flavor. He has his own wing flavor in
Oh
Magic City.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Because he left the bubble during COVID, the NBA playoffs in the bubble to go to
Oh
Magic
yeah,
City.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how good the wings are. He wasn't
You
even
know
there for the
what?
dancers. He broke safety protocol for the wings.
For the wings. It's all about the wings. See, it's a barbecue podcast. We're talking about food. It's the wings. So the Atlanta Hawks and Magic City were supposed to do a collabo for one of their games, and they were gonna, they weren't gonna have dancers, but they were gonna serve food at the arena. And I guess folks heard about Magic City and realized what Magic City is, and decided that they didn't want any part of that. So, protest, boycott, phone calls, blah, blah. They canceled it. And the sweatshirts, oh, it's so clutch. I think mine glows in the dark because I was at a brewery and the guy had offered me, what, 200, $300 for it? Nah, dog, this is a collector's item. I got to hold on.
If it come up missing, it wasn't me. I just need you to know that.
Mm-mm. Oh, well, listen, I'm, big back, so you fit you and Brian in it.
No,
Oh,
we had to bring you guys up to speed on that special story, ladies and gentlemen, on
oh,
the latest episode of This Week in Barbecue, the barbecue focused podcast with hot takes and even hotter news. I am your host, Rashid Phillips, and first into the lobby was Mr.
James Welch.
and accompanying him right behind Mr.
More awake, Brian Hall.
Definitely more awake. Oh
More
god,
awake and more connected.
there we
More,
go.
con-
There we
more
go.
awake, more connected. Yeah.
We're firing in all cylinders, ladies and gentlemen, and we will soon be back in our trusty studio in a week or two. I know I say a week or two every podcast, but this time I mean it. In a week or two.
Your week or two is on CP time.
Exactly. Hella CP. We're still in 2025 right now.
See?
But we've got some great stuff for you. But as always, let's start it off with our National Day.
Hey, the National Day. Hey, we're gonna stick to it. National Peach Cobbler Day, y'all. I mean, that fits the bill. I mean, peaches, sweetness, the crumble on top, the crispy crust. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's a staple in most barbecue restaurants, so it's
Oh,
just fitting that it would be Peach Cobbler Day, National Peach Cobbler Day.
oh, Peach Cobbler Day. Okay, I thought you were talking about peaches at Magic City. Okay.
No, no, nope, 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 nope. We only go for the wings. I don't even know if they have dessert, but you know what? Recon, we're going on the field trip.
We're going for That's right, T. We're going for recon. This is a
Wait,
educational exploration.
it's for educational
Okay.
purposes only.
And you did prepare for yesterday when we tried this the first time, so it is a different national day though now, technically
Oh,
speaking.
technically
Technically,
speaking, I know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want the rundown of the four national days real quick?
Let's have
yep.
it.
A National Gardening Day,
Okay.
National
That was
Dolphin Day. National Dolphin Day. I don't know what that's for. National Pecan Day. So maybe some pecan wood.
okay.
Hmm.
And then my favorite probably is National Ex Spouse Day.
Ex spouse day. That's wild.
They have a
Yeah.
national day for that. You know what? We gonna take it. We gonna take it. National Ex Spouse Day.
Whatever we can get. Go for it. Um,
Man.
let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. We got a couple of things uh going for this episode here. Trying to see where to start it off. So now that we've got like a
You
third pick, I feel like we've got a new way.
do the good news. Start off with good news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
do good
let's start off with
news.
good news. Which good news?
All right. All right. So congrats to Smoke Made Meats. 5 years down in Orlando. They are Michelin guide, and yeah, so they just had
Nice.
their fifth anniversary this past weekend.
Yeah,
Did some collabs, sold out, good stuff. And then another fifth anniversary is coming up. Our friends in Oregon over in Hood River, Grasslands Barbecue,
Oh,
they are
nice.
doing their fifth anniversary celebration, and they're flying in uh, Evan Leroy and Cole and Casey Parkman to come cook with them for that. So you got one to look. One we missed the date for people to go out, and then another one that you can start planning to get out there.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Right on, right on. And Leroy has his cookbook too, right?
Yeah, that's right. So that's coming out May 12th. Uh, New School American Barbecue Cookbook. And he's
Nice.
going to do a tour around mostly around Texas, but then there's some stops in the rest of the U.S. There's going to be one in Atlanta in June. There's going to be a stop in Ridgefield, Connecticut, over at Hoodoo Brown Barbecue. In Atlanta, it's going to be at Fox Brothers Barbecue. He's going to be up in British Columbia for the Tofino Food and Wine. So
Okay.
there's going to be book signings, collaboration dinners, lots of stuff going on. So you can go see him in Houston, Austin, Dallas. So and then a couple of states on top of that.
Right on.
Nice.
Good on them. Good on them. There's a lot of cookbooks coming out. We've got Chuck Flavor Train, our buddy Chuck. He
Uh,
has his cookbook coming out. My buddy Jim from across the pond, he has his cookbook, Everything Barbecue. There's a lot. We've got a talented chef, Melissa, overseas in UK as well. She just released her cookbook, and Noah Galutin, co-host of Smoke Out with Pops on Tastemade. His cookbook Grilling Time is also releasing. Like it's cookbook season
I
right now.
like it.
Like it seems like everyone's
Oh,
dropping a cookbook.
this one's already out, but shout out to our buddy Howard Sue. His
Yeah.
brother Ron Sue released a cookbook, Down South plus East, a Chinese American cookbook, and
Okay.
it is
Nice.
beautiful. Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out
I
to
wish I had my
Sue.
copy. Yeah, I wish I had my copy on the desk so I could hold it up. But it's a beautiful cookbook, and I can't wait to cook some stuff from there. But
Yes.
that one's out now, so you can grab that now.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. Heck yeah.
Nice.
I'll send me a picture of the cover. I'll make sure we toss it up there. That's pretty cool, man.
That is
Congrats to the
cool.
Yeah.
Sues. Crushing it. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, so what do you guys believe? Little mini discuss here. The parameters for having a cookbook are, because I feel like a cookbook is one of those things that you should do, like you should have done in order to write. It's not like fiction, right? Like you don't have to be a
Sure.
published author, a pro author to write fiction or romance or anything like that. But I feel like you actually have to cook to put out a cookbook. But in this realm, you've got every celebrity's got a podcast, everyone's got a cookbook, everyone's got product, and they've never done the thing. They may have just
Yeah.
played a person who did the thing on TV. Like it's like The Rock coming out with an actual adventure hand guide just because he was in Jumanji movies. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just wild. You
I'd buy that book. But you know what though? I for a cookbook, you're right. You know, back in the day, and especially before AI entered the arena, you would think that, anyone that put a cookbook out actually knew how to cook, and these are personal recipes, things that have been battle tested in the kitchen, and given out, served to people who gave you great reviews. And so you say, okay, this is a keeper. put it in the book, right? Nowadays, you can just put your face on something. I mean, I could go to Claude right now and put out a 50-page cookbook, and I know how to cook, but if I didn't, I mean, it just there's tools out there to deceive people. So it's nice to see who people who can actually cook are actually putting out these books. But you can get some influencer to, put a couple of lines of prompts into any one of these AI, applications, and bam, you got yourself a book with videos. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's not even that impressive anymore. Some and even some stuff they just get ghostwriters, but get down how you get down. Like, any way you need to make a buck, but it's just I think that's sort of like one of the most deceptive ways because it'll always be the person's name, and then they're like
Right.
written with or so and so. I'm like, yeah, and that does happen. But in some cases, I'm like, I know for a fact if someone puts you in front of a crowd and asks you to make this dish in your book, you'd just be standing there like, hey, what do I do next? Type of
You
thing.
be reading the recipe,
You should know you wrote it, but
right?
I just had to ask because it's cookbook season and all. Um, what
Yeah.
bit of news you've got for us, Big Sexy?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. The other day, my son comes in the room and he says, like, yo, Pops, Domino's has got this deal, dollar a pizza. So I was just like, hey, I'm down with it. So I jump in, I check it out. Dollar pizza, right? But you have to spend $9 for delivery. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll buy the pizza. I'll get an order of wings. I'm black. I love chicken. Let's slap some wings on it. So I put it all together. It's like under $10. So I'm just like, cool, let's get it. I go to check out. You never believe how much it costs for me to check out.
$21.
Great. You know what? Stop looking at my notes. $22.
Wasn't even looking at your notes, was it?
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy that you guessed that. But you know what? A dollar pizza that you had to order more for just to get it delivered, which I get it. Like, no one's gonna, it's a dollar, right?
Yeah.
But then the taxes, the fees, everything about it brought it up to damn near $23 for a $1 pizza. That is insane. And Brian, you looking? What's on your mind?
No, 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 I'm just I'm looking at the fees right now, and like the problem is there's no free delivery with pizza anymore.
No,
Like we're so used to, yeah, we're used to the back in the day where you order pizza and there's no tacked on delivery fee. The delivery fee was
Um,
basically you give the tip to your
you
driver.
give the tip to the
And
driver,
now,
right?
yeah, now they tack on the delivery fee that doesn't even go to the driver.
Right. So the food was $11.14, but then you got your small order fee, your marketplace fee, and your taxes. What's a marketplace fee?
The fact that they're hiring DoorDash and Uber
yeah.
or drivers for it.
I
I
don't
just
know.
saw
Yeah,
a
that
video
it wasn't,
about that. Restaurant owner was explaining why DoorDash is the worst for restaurants because it has them as a double-edged sword. They need them to barely survive, but they get such a small cut. DoorDash is taking 30% plus
Yes,
of the
yes.
bill. That's why so he actually put it, which I think is a very eloquent way. He said what DoorDash runs is they run a mirror but more expensive version of every restaurant that's on their platform. Because if you
Hmm.
go on DoorDash, it's $20. If you walk into the store, it's 10 to 12 to $15. So they're
Right.
just running a duplicate restaurant and making money off of you all while not really doing anything. They provide a very minimal layout and they make it very difficult for the restaurants to defend themselves because the other part he's discussing is orders are, they make the dishes when the order comes in, but
Hmm.
DoorDash may be so slow you don't get a driver for 30 minutes. But it's not DoorDash
Exactly.
that gets a negative review, hence why it's two separate stores. It's that first store. DoorDash looks fine. The food got there, but the
Yeah.
store is the one that hurts.
Hmm. Or if it shows up
yeah,
cold because it's been riding in the back of a Honda Civic for 22 minutes. the restaurant will certainly get the negative mark, you know, and that's where it comes down to, just value versus perception. I mean, it just the food didn't change, my perception did, right? It's just like, why am I paying for this? And perception beats reality every time. So if I
Yeah,
perceive that your food is trash, or it arrived cold, and it's not because of the it's not any fault of the restaurant, but that's who's going to get the ding.
yeah,
That's who's going to get the ding. So,
I mean, I understand the perception argument. I went to a restaurant the other night and it like they presented it as the fanciest thing in the world. Everybody's in the white attire for the waiters and everything, full service, and the food was just okay. But the bill was for this fancy thing, and like you're paying for the white linen or the white tablecloth and the linens that go on the
hmm
staff more than you are paying for the food,
yeah.
and it was
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But yeah,
I like.
but yeah, you first.
No, no, I was just going to say, it's just, I saw a note on Gold Belly, and a couple of barbecue restaurants signing up so they can get more exposure and kind of more reach. And I'm just thinking, like, these food delivery programs, man, they're not your friend. They are they are not your friend. And I get it. It's exposure, it's national reach. I mean, listen, I'm from Buffalo, New York, right? And there was a pizza place up there, my favorite pizza place it's the best damn pizza I've ever had. And I know I haven't been to your spot at the gas station, Brian. I think about that every time I want a slice. But
Well, yeah, but I mean, but have you had the Buffalo style pizza that's in Atlanta?
the Buffalo style pizza, I probably had it from
There's
a couple of places. It's just, listen, this place up in Buffalo, it had the pepperoni that curled up. It had that little heart attack pool in the middle.
yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. But I'm in
I'll
Atlanta
tell you
now.
about a place when we get done.
Ooh, do that, because I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out sick. But I had a craving for this pizza, and I'm down at Atlanta. So somebody gave me a gift card to Gold Belly, and I was just like, oh, let me try it. They say they can get it delivered, and not that it wasn't good, it just wasn't the same, and it was expensive as all get out. So whether it's Gold Belly, DoorDash, Uber Eats, these people are just raking in the money and leaving the restaurants behind. Like, yeah, restaurants aren't getting that money. You know, the workers aren't getting that money.
Barely.
I will defend Goldbelly a little bit because like if you've ever shipped cold food, it
Yeah,
is absurd. The shipping now to deliver big things is insane. So like the convenience of like getting, you want a nice holiday brisket, and if you order something, say from Franklin's or Louis Miller or something or
hmm
Snow's, I mean, like you're not going to be able to like drive out there and get it, and the shipping cost if they did it themselves would be insane,
yeah,
absolutely insane. So at least Goldbelly's offering a specialty for the people that don't, like you said, it's a pizza that you couldn't get in Atlanta. Yeah, it's not going to be the same because it's a pizza that was previously cooked, then cooled down that you're now reheating.
or parts
So,
cooked or
but
whatever. Yeah,
yeah, it's at least better than, not every restaurant shouldn't have be able to be delivered, maybe. I don't know.
That's a
you
good
know
point.
what?
Like you shouldn't deliver soups. Why are you delivering soups? Like don't deliver
Soup,
slaw.
soups probably travel better than tacos.
Uh, True, but you probably end up with more taco than you do soup because those lids
Yeah.
to make sure it's watertight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I
Um,
just, I was just thinking about that this week, and I was just, that $1 pizza just sparked it all. And I was just like, you get a $1 pizza, that's a great lunch, but you're gonna end up paying $20 for it, $30 for it. It's
yeah,
just crazy.
that's a rough
It's
deal.
it's yeah, it's the delivery fee, man. If you're gonna get like you can't get pizza delivered anymore. It's crazy. It's more efficient to go pick up the pizza than to get it delivered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And that's just it, when you talk about like what can you do about it, just for one, I started calling the restaurants directly. Skip the convenience of the app and all their fees. And chances are, when you call the restaurant directly, they have delivery people. Hell, they may even have DoorDash deliver it, but you're calling the restaurant and giving them, you know, the money, right? Just
Yeah.
ordering directly from them.
Go straight to the source. No,
Yeah.
I get it. Um, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. Before I shift, I do have to say, oddly enough, after that story, shout out to our buddies over at Bark. They are now on Gold Belly,
See,
but
I teed it up that like Gold Belly's not that bad.
it's not no. But this is how I look at it, though, because in his post announcing it, he
Yeah.
explains it that he never thought that so many people across the country would want to try his flavors, try his sazon, right? Try his lengua sausages, try chicharron,
Hmm.
like try his heritage. So on that sense, they're pushing it and they're getting quality product to people for them to try who otherwise wouldn't, just strictly off the distance alone. Because no
Yeah.
matter how you slice it, it's still cheaper to get it to through Gold Belly than it is to hop a flight, get a rental, get a hotel, and sometimes these people just want a little taste of home. So for a quality reheat taste of home for a higher price, sure. Gold Belly isn't going to be the thing you do every Friday night. You can do an Uber, go drive for yourself. But like you said, maybe it's an Easter or a holiday, you're getting a special brisket, it's a birthday, so you're willing to go out a little bit more type of thing. Yeah, but shout out to the whole crew over at Bark.
Welcome to Gold Belly. Let me.
Um, so I want to also talk about Food Network because this has been a week for Food Network.
Ooh.
We'll start good and we'll taper off. Um, First and foremost, shout out to our buddy Blake. You
Like Stoker.
sly SOB. I know you're listening during your morning run. I know you are. And I hope you laugh. And I expect a text right now. Um, but our buddy Blake, we talk to multiple times throughout the week. He is on the latest season, season 7 of Food Network's Barbecue Brawl. No spoilers, no nothing. We don't know. He's not saying we know legal's listening, but congratulations to our buddy Blake. And also, congratulations to my fellow mentor, Mr. Rashad Jones of Big Lee's. You guys may know him for his barbecue out in Florida or for being the winner of season 3's Barbecue Brawl and a multi-time beater of Beat Bobby Flay. He is now has taken Rodney's position as the new judge for season 7. So we wish him well, nothing but the best. We're excited to see how he does, what addition he brings to the show for those talented people. And like I said, Food Network's had a hell of a week. They've got another show. So Barbecue Brawl airs May 11th. Then there's May 12th. Chopped Castaways is spinning off. It seems as though a couple of chefs and pitmasters have decided to reenact Gilligan's Island, and that is how you get Chopped Castaways, where they've taken the contestants out of the kitchen and dropped them somewhere north of Gilligan. It's open fire styled cooking, or at least that's what it's pushed as. No fancy kitchens, just wits, wind, and a lot of water, I'm assuming. So you might see some familiar faces on that one. We've got our buddy Logan. At this time,
He
he
was
might,
in the promotional image.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, he might as well be a freaking Food Network vet. I think this is his third Food Network show. So shout out to Logan. Um, we've got our buddy Steph for 06 Barbecue. So shout out to Steph. We've got Sunny as well. James Peck. I met James last year at Metopia in London. So they went far and wide for
Nice.
this. We've got the Dreaded Fisherman. There's a lot of amazing talent here. A very wild mixture of pyros like us and chefs. So we'll see how that goes. Feedback from the announcement has been sort of split. There's some that are excited, and then there's
Yeah.
another half that are like another cooking competition show on a network that once used to teach you how to cook. I don't know. I don't know. I think people are just they want to be entertained, but genuinely, I really feel as though people, almost like myself, are competition cooked out. everything is a
Who,
competition.
who- who's the host of Survivor?
I don't know. Let me
Jeff
see.
Probst? Is it is something
Yeah, Jeff Post or Jeff Prost?
something like that?
Jeff
Yeah.
Probst.
Probst.
Yeah, Jeff Probst. Yeah, apparently it's too bad that he works for a rival network and they couldn't have gotten him to host it.
Well, funny enough, he mentioned it. He sort of commented on it, talking about how it is if Survivor was a culinary show, and could there potentially
Okay.
be a crossover since the networks are all merging anyway. So
No, that's right. Actually, no, that's true because Paramount is buying Warner Brothers, which owns Food Network. So
yep,
that actually it could
yeah,
happen. I
that
totally
was his
forgot about that.
that was his
I
comment.
forgot about our new corporate overlords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Stay on the web. Um, and to round it out, I told you we're going to start good and taper off. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to go about this one.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Yeah.
but
He was dude. He was just helping Andrew Tate write a cookbook, or
photos.
he was asking what the Domino's delivery fees in Romania were.
It could be.
Oh, there you
It could
go.
be. It could be. He
That's
was
a
definitely
deep
asking
cut.
about.
That's a deep cut.
He was definitely asking about Doms in Romania, but it's Guy Fieri is catching a bit of heat, and we're not talking about the barbecue kind. He was photographed chatting it up and dapping up. No one's uh, favorite person at all, Mr. Andrew Tate, a human trafficker amongst other things. And that to me is just very strange because when you're in a person like Gaia is in his position, you think, and also you think his people would be very mindful of whom he's photographed with.
Right.
Just- Especially if I signed $100 million 3-year deal, you're not gonna catch me standing, 6 inches away from any pedophile, not pedophile or pedophile and sex trafficker. That's not my get down. That's just silly. That's wild. Um,
Yeah.
so you've got a lot of people upset and yelling like Food Network, we're boycotting this and that. Let's be perfectly honest. This is the part you guys don't want to hear. This is that hard truth. It ain't happening. They gave that man $100 million for 3 years and change. You
Yeah.
turn on the TV 3 to 4 times a day, 3 out of 4 times his face is on there.
Yep.
Tournament of Champions, guys' grocery games, diners, drivers, and dives, worst cook in America. Good luck
Yeah. He ain't going
trying
nowhere.
to get him off. The network is run by two people, Guy and Bobby. That's it. They might sprinkle some melanin in there every once in a while. Then give Sonny a show for a season or whatever. But no, they
Only
are
during
not the
February.
guy. They know.
I I don't get it, man. Actually, you know what? I get it, but I don't get it because I think we live in such a climate now that it's just like you just do what you want. You just do whatever you want. It's almost like we went too far with cancel culture and now it's just non-existent anymore because you could just do whatever. You could just you can hang out with whoever, you can take bad press, because hey, there's internet's got so many different sides. So one side doesn't like you, you just ignore it and move
Yeah,
over. As long as you still get paid, as long as you still, get to hang out with the people on that side that just don't give a shit, why should you? You know, I think it's just the climate that we live in. You know, it's this timeline, which is horrible. It's just
it
a
is.
horrible timeline. But
It's very
here we
bad.
are. Here we are. Because like you said, nothing's gonna change. You gonna take some heat. You gonna get some hate mail and maybe a Molotov. What's the Molotov cocktail that one cat threw over
Yeah,
OpenAI's cat?
threw it at Sam Altman. You know how
Yeah.
bad you have to piss people off that they throwing Molotov cocktails in broad daylight? That is a
Like it,
nighttime activity.
and that's premeditated. Like you have to go out and buy those supplies. It ain't like
Exactly. Like in this economy, someone said they are willing to spend $50 to light your ass on fire. Like they
to
were
light you
wasting a
up.
whole bottle of liquor. That's how
Yeah.
You,
hey.
you, you don't keep bottles of liquor and rags and lighters fluid in your car.
Not 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 since 2022.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
the liquor is still there, but the rags are long gone.
No, it's just a very. You're right. I think cancel culture's gone so far that now just if I don't like you, there's going to be other people that don't like you who want to cancel you. However, in this case, you probably shouldn't be seen around like convicted sex, human traffickers and abusers. Like that's wild. Like you've got a
Yeah.
son, right? You've got kids. You're impressionable to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you're the
Um,
spotlight.
that's a
Yeah.
little weird because then the thought is, oh, human trafficking can't be that bad. Guy hangs out with them.
Now.
Is it
We
though?
need they did release a statement, or
Who?
his people
Oh.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
please,
Ooh.
please read
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
Let's hear what
I don't know
ChatGPT wrote
everybody.
out.
Uh, okay, I gotta go look it up. I did not prepare this. I thought you were gonna have it because
Oh,
it came
uh,
out.
you thought of my notes. You guys can see everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's well, I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. I think just
I
off of
wouldn't.
principle, like,
Right.
yeah, yeah, just no. And there have been cats that I've mentioned that I just won't photograph myself. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
just.
here we go.
All right.
Oh,
I
here
was
we go.
there to see the fights, and when I was walking through the venue, the Tate brothers stood up and said hello, and that's when the exchange happened. I did not know them or about them before that movement. That moment. I'll never pretend to be a perfect person, but let me be crystal clear. I do not know the Tate brothers, nor do I support them in any way.
Which is exactly what I would suspect after the fact.
Yes.
You know
Because
what I
in
mean?
my world, because then it goes to show what universe do you live in that you are unaware of who Andrew Tate is?
They don't live in the same world we live in. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm gonna go ahead and say
I
that's
wasn't. I
that's
wasn't
I'm gonna
born.
blame the handlers for being like, hey, don't talk to these people.
They should have spotted. Like for me, I wasn't born in America, but I still know what Hitler looks like.
Yeah, right. Fair. I don't know. I just, it's a weird timeline, man. It is a absolute weird timeline because people can do one thing and you can see it with your own eyes, record it, 10 toes down, and you can get on camera and be like, you know what? No, you didn't.
Never introduced
That
me
wasn't
to
it.
my husband. Like, wait, oh, we're talking about two different things. Never mind.
That wasn't it. No, you didn't see that.
Mm,
You know?
I hate this timeline.
Nah.
Um,
But here we are. Here we are, hanging
and
out.
since we're already in the pocket of bad, let me hang. Let me let us hang in there for a little bit. Then we're gonna floor it on the way out.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So
I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna address something because I had responded and I wasn't expecting the level of response. So in the previous episode, I talked about racial hypocrisy, and when I did my Q&A last week, I was asked about if I ever faced racial hypocrisy from like brands or in the business or things like that, not just like random people outings, but like business wise.
Sure.
And I said, yeah, like the whole thing that happened between me and Master Bill, and I just kept it going. Well, I shouldn't have kept it going because curiosity is peaked in a fair amount. So I'm gonna just address it here and keep it pushing.
All right.
Um, Racial hypocrisy. So in 2024, March 2024, I'm in Dallas. Corey and I were in Dallas for the Ace Hardware show. Now, this is where all the Ace owners and buyers show up to see what's new, what they want to get into their store,
Okay.
picture wares, all that jazz, right?
Okay.
Um, there's a team on site, never met any of them. Corey and I are hanging out in the lobby. Now, this lobby isn't empty. This is where everyone is. This is where everyone's staying. We're all at the same hotel, the buyers, everybody. Very important people. Some of these cats own 10, 20, 30 stores. And Corey and I sit down, and these guys show up, and one of them just after saying hello literally belongs begins a 40 to 50-minute tirade against me. Uh Cussing me out, calling me everything in every way you can imagine. I'm constantly repeating, "Oh, I'm no bitch. I'm not your slave. I'm no bitch. You're just a token Negro. I'm the reason you're here." And mind you, he wasn't saying Negro. He was saying it with the hardest of R's, like super capital. If Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
sign had an R, that's what it was.
Gotcha.
And during this whole exchange, like there's a part where I have to interrupt him. Like I think I start. I'm like, "Oh, is this a joke? Like, is this like a hazing thing type of thing? Like, oh, it's different.
Right.
I don't know, maybe." But that seems to have made it worse. And then it goes like, who's your mom? Who's your sister? Like, do I know her? Did I wrong him? Like, what? Like, you coming at me like I did wrong by you and your family? Like, what's really going on here? And just continues to go off. And I told you, 2026 is my villain era. So everyone's getting named. The cat's name is John Smith. I know you don't believe me. The shit sounds fake, but it's an actual name. I would have believed him if he said his shit was John Doe. I would probably that sounds a little bit more plausible, but no, cat's name was John Smith, and then not talking Brad Pitt. Um, and the wild part is he's doing this in his master built shirt,
Wow.
just going crazy. I'm like, so I'm keeping calm and quiet because I'm not trying to. You got to protect the brand, and I'm protecting my name. I work really hard, so this right here means something. Oh, and here's the kicker: he's black,
Ooh,
and he
no.
he looks like me. He's a locked guy. Looked like me. I was like, was just very strange behavior. I to this day I still don't understand where it came from, but I'm staying calm. His two white partners are red, like so embarrassed,
Yeah.
trying to stop him. They tried to walk him out and he just kept coming back. So what I didn't realize happened. So all that's done, and what I
Hmm.
didn't realize happened is after we left because I had to calm Corey down because Corey was about to put hands on him. I keep
Sure.
telling people, you don't have to worry about me. Corey's the guy that does jujitsu. Like you keep focusing on me, he's gonna catch you. And I've never seen Corey like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. The next day, what I didn't know transpired was the guy Chris called the big boss Dean, told him, "Hey, John just went off. We don't know why or what the hell happened.
Right.
I don't think Rashid will be here in the morning." Little do they know, I'm professional. All right, that's my middle name. Rashid Professional Phillips, all day, every day, in all ways, always. Because you're not gonna mess my money up.
Right.
Let's get down.
Right.
Okay. You're not gonna do that. Dean shows up. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Everything goes fine. And this is why I think the guy is going to be a continued problem for the brand. 9:45 in the morning the next day, his tumbler knocks over, and I get hit with pure whiskey.
Ooh.
I was like, what the
9 a.m.?
hell? I was like, bro, what? And he loses it. And I'm like, you have a serious problem.
Yeah.
Like, you
That
are
Irish
walking
coffee.
liability. Hmm?
So that's his Irish side, the Irish coffee.
Yeah, I definitely there was no it was splash of coffee. He had the one drop rule for coffee in his
Yeah.
tumbler.
All
Uh,
right. All Irish, no coffee.
all Irish, no coffee. And after everything's done, turns out, Dean knew. I didn't know Dean knew, but he thanked me for my professionalism and all that. I told him, yeah, we got to protect the brand. I'll just, have a write up. They asked me to write everything up, an incident report, Corey and I, and we detailed everything. Now, this is where the racial hypocrisy comes in. Nothing happened. They talked to him, gave him like 2 days off. As far as I know, he's still employed, never got fired. And I'm just like, in what world do you let your employee represent your company in your name and brand in front of your buyers like that to another one of your brand partners and
Hmm.
still cut them a check? Again, racial hypocrisy because it was a black man on a black man, but I bet you my bottomest of dollars, if I was a white male or white woman, oh, he's gone. Absolutely
Absolutely.
gone. Like if I'm a Susie Book, ain't no way. Ain't no way, homie. You gone. You're got
Yeah,
the bad image. You don't do that, right? But my tears don't weigh as much.
right.
So it's one of those, and that's what I meant by corporate racial hypocrisy happens all the time, and that is just one of many countless stories. Is that why I'm not with Masterbuilt anymore? Um, no, I don't believe it is. I don't know, but it definitely let me realize, like, oh, though I was willing to protect your brand, you weren't willing to protect me in the same light. So it was a wonderful learning lesson, right? It's one of those like, cool, I get it. This is black and white, literal paper. Let's run it and treat it as such. So yeah, the story's out. That's what it was. That's what it is. Am I saying boycott Masterbuilt? That's on you. Get down how you want to get down. I'm just answering the initial inquiries to the subject matter. That's all.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, first, hearing the story, you would assume that the guy wasn't black. But then as soon as you mentioned that, it's just like, well, hold on a minute, man. Like, I just I just don't understand that. But then let's play devil's advocate for a minute. Say that you were a brand that was as popular and as financially stable as Masterbuilt, and that happened. Would it be, do you think he would have still gotten away with no action at that point? Just because, like, I'm trying to bring the value of you up to the point where everything is even, and then, you know, would there still been that reaction, or would he have been reprimanded because you are now worth so much more? So is it a racial thing? Like, it's totally a racial thing, but could it be more of a, I don't know what you call it, a socioeconomic thing where, they look at a a brand like yours and it's just like, well, it's just not even worth our time to discipline or to dig any further into this, which doesn't make it right. I'm just wondering,
Yeah. I don't
if you
know.
came with if you had some money behind you and you were, talking dollar for dollar, how does it look then?
I think what happens is, and I've said this before, I'm underestimated a lot, which I love because being underestimated is like a freaking superpower.
Absolutely.
If I can go toe to toe with $1 billion network and come out on top, come on now, don't do that to yourself. I'm petty with capital because then if I transform into this person, and if I was into my villain era back then, now what I'm doing when I realize that you haven't protected me as an asset and you value him, so and he kept bragging about how much business he brings Masterbuilt, so that's probably why they didn't let him go. If you got a
Hmm.
guy who you're paying six figures but he's bringing in you millions, you're going to keep that guy on payroll, right? um but in my villain era, now what's stopping me from just emailing out the correspondence and dropping the recording of your guy going crazy everywhere?
Yeah,
What's stopping me from buying a billboard that says Master Built supports racism and assault and abuse, and just having it run all up and down 85, 316, 285? Billboards are cheap these days because ain't no one really buying them, right? What's
right.
stopping me from turning the transcript of what happened into a Facebook ad and doubling the ad spend against your name, showing that topic, right? Like there's
Yeah,
not much. It All this will run me 10 grand in a couple hours on a Saturday. And then you quickly realize how valuable that person is,
yeah. I
right? And
understand
it's about, you're right, it is a perception of value. My value was not perceived to be high enough to lead to a resolution that was warranted of what transpired. That's what it is. Because
at
my
least
thing
an
is, he couldn't do
apology.
that same behavior to anyone. He couldn't do that to Chris.
Oh no.
He couldn't have done that to Dean. He would have got fired right there. But it's okay for me. So, like I said, 2 years ago, water under the bridge. I'm not with the brand anymore. God help him, because I believe he's still with them. That guy's a walking liability, and someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And hey, that's going to be a rough spot.
Well, at least he knows where to get good whiskey. At least I hope it was good.
No, I don't know, but that man cried a tear. It was a wild time.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you hope that they made him go through like an Alcoholics Anonymous program or rehab of some sort.
One would think. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm like, cool, at least you're getting him some help. Right on. Do your thing. But,
Yeah.
just file it away saying you marked it. All right, cool. Get down how you get down.
Yeah.
and I mean, did you get a formal apology?
So the next day, after Dean got there, he tried to kiss my ass. I'm like, no, bro, keep it pushing. Nah, that's not what we do here. Because
Right.
my
And
thing
then,
is, why would you give a snake a second chance to bite you?
Right.
right?
And
No, I'm saying, I'm saying
Agreed.
from Masterbuilt, did they issue a formal apology to you?
no, I got like uh, we've got the information. We're gonna handle it from here. Okay, all right, cool. Let
We'll
me
handle
know
it
what
from
trash
here.
can you put it in.
Right.
Yeah.
Did that go in the regular trash or the recycling?
I know, right? Speaking of trash, Traeger has released a brand new smoker.
Good Lord.
Villain error. Villain
It's the
Uh,
error.
John Smith,
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Smith.
But no,
It's the John Smith.
this is John Smith. I've been thinking
yeah.
actually Rashid is John Smith. Um, no, Traeger has released what they're calling the Westwood series. It is now their new affordable smoker because, again, 4,000, 2,000, 1,000 type of thing. Supposed to be pricing between $4.99 and $7.99, I believe. And the temperature ranges from 180 to almost sear steak 450.
Say what again?
The
You said
temperature
it gets
range,
up to 450?
yeah.
Huh. Okay.
What
Well,
cracked me up is as searching and reading for the story, a guy commented, "How in the world are you able to get those grill marks on your rig? I've never been able to." So the Traeger account response, "Try this one and see." I'm like, really? This one doesn't even get hot enough to give the grill. I wanted to respond back to him. It's called permanent marker and olive
uh,
oil. That's what they do for these photos.
look,
I was
you
gonna
ain't
say,
even
I
got
was
to
gonna
do.
say, you're not cleaning the grates.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
clean your
exactly where I
grates.
was going. I was just like, don't clean your grates. Don't. That'll get you them grill marks. Don't clean them grates. You'll be all set.
Yeah, but they've
All
got
set.
something going. Of course, so everyone's timeline will be littered with the Traeger hood opening up the Traeger smokers. They've got an XL model, but all jokes aside, grills of some sort get people in the game. Just yeah, clean this one, vacuum it out, air blow it out so the auger doesn't spontaneously combust on you, and keep it pushing. It does come with their Wi-Fi technology, so that's a new
I
trademark.
don't.
And did you
You're not
know
even
that they
speaking
have?
English.
Are you ready? They actually have a mode in the app called "Set It and Forget It." It's trademarked. They trademarked
They
"Set It
can't
and
do
Forget
that. That's Ronco, man. That's man. I had one of those set and forget it. You put the little chicken on the spigot, put them up again there, like 4 hours. You
It."
get
Yeah, that's what they
chicken.
got. Set it and forget it mode. So
Huh. Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
some
listen.
keyboard warriors across the world are now pitmasters in a weekend. So good on them.
Hey,
Can't
listen.
wait for them to dial it in.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
what other
Hey,
stuff do
listen.
you have for us?
The amount of effort it takes to type in a couple buttons to get up to 325 is
Because they got.
astronomical.
Don't forget, once they get it dialed in, it's holding. Just
Yeah.
turn the knob.
Oh, that is
You
crazy.
gotta taste each individual pellet to make sure you're getting the right flavors.
Oh my gosh. So,
Oh
what do
man.
we got to wrap us up here? Oh, we got a little bit. Couple of quick bullet points for us here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do, 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 do. Boom. Actually, I want to end on this one, and we end is a loose term. Uh, China, right? China beat Texas. China is starting a barbecue university.
Really?
Yeah. So
Nice.
we
Well,
got
no,
a
I mean
barbecue
Texas
university in
A&M has
China.
a barbecue.
Hmm?
Texas A&M has a barbecue university program.
But I think China's is longer. A&M is 2, China's is 3 year.
Yeah, I mean
So
that is a difference.
A full 3 year program. And I'm just
you get
like,
a
that's
certificate
crazy.
at the end? Is
You,
it
like a
a
degree.
bachelor's in
You can get a
sauce?
you can get
You get Grand Theft Auto 6.
a
They got the coffee early.
but that's
Huh.
wild, right? Like my thing is who's teaching it,
Probably
right?
somebody from Texas.
So I would think that, but there's no real depth detail like that. But they do, and here's a wild part: they offer courses. You can go the Texas route or the Carolina route,
Hmm.
but they have that 3 year course, and you'll learn everything from wood and fuel selection, spices, trimming, process, and cook. And that's like that's just so interesting to me because I didn't see that coming out of China. But apparently American barbecue over there is very, very big. So I'm
Huh.
not really surprised, but it's I think it's very interesting. It goes to show how vast and far reaching the craft is.
Yeah.
You guys haven't heard it yet, but next week we'll also have an episode release where I'm talking to Pat and Jim from Ireland. They're coming over from Memphis in May. And
Nice.
they're talking about, the influences they're picking up through UK, which is a weird route. So they're picking up UK barbecue techniques while the UK is picking up the techniques from the US. So it's
Nice.
spreading all over, right? Um,
Just
what
a
do you guys think
fusion
of
of flavors.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
like what do you think of a 3 year degree program for pitmasters?
You know what? I support it. I support it. If you really want to learn, and I mean, regardless if they have the right person teaching it, which I would imagine they do, like you just give them the benefit of the doubt, but to, you know, be accredited in something just to I don't know, to have a piece of paper that says that you are certified in this. I don't know.
Yeah,
It feels good. It feels good. It feels some sense of validation, right? You
yeah.
know, I think.
I want the
I
Navy SEAL version. They're
who's
hosing
that?
you down in the cold while you're loading a pit with wood. The Navy SEAL version.
We'll
And
do
then
the hard training.
yeah, and if you give up, you have to ring a bell before you leave.
Yeah,
That you didn't make it.
but
Uh,
that's my
What?
point. So the comments were all over the place. There was, of course, a lot of ignorant and bigoted comments,
Sure.
but
Yeah,
then there
it's the
were
internet.
comments where it was like, "Hey, it took me 15 years to do this. What makes them think they can get it in 3?" And then there's some saying, "Well, you can't get a degree in barbecue." But my thought is, if you can go to school to be an accredited chef, why can't you? Why doesn't it hold up for barbecue?
And you know, for the folks that have been doing this for all of their life or most of their lives, where it's just like, how can someone in 3 years pick it up for what I've been doing for 15? It's not to say that their 3 years is good. It's just that they understand fire techniques and the trimming and the seasonings and you know time and temperature, right? It's not that you know, it may not be up to the 15-year guy's standard, but
Yeah,
it takes some time and practice to get that. I mean, when you go to get your degree and you still have to do what's law school like another 4 or 6 years. Just
Yeah,
because you graduate law school doesn't mean that you're just as accredited as the lawyer that's been practicing for the last 20 years. It just
exactly.
means that you have your certificate. Like you are able to go out in the world and claim yourself as this person. But it takes years to perfect and master the craft, right? That's how I look at it. So,
It's only fair that barbecue gets a bunch of people who think they know it all because they got a 3 year degree. It's been happening in the food industry forever. So
please, you got to get people that think they know it all without a degree and hadn't fucking touched a piece of wood.
Yeah, all
You know,
they know exactly what to do, but their rig requires power and they can't use it in the rain.
listen.
But I do say on the opposite end, not so much as far as the educational structure, because I do believe that we should have that. A great teacher or a great mentor can save you 5 to 10 years.
For sure.
And I test that all the time. I'm a product of that. And some don't, some get it, some don't. One night's conversation with Brian Furman, my man, 100 grand, saved me easily 5 to 8 years.
For sure.
One night's conversation, and some don't get it, and those who've experienced it 100% saved me 5 to 8 years without a doubt on mistakes or what direction or this and that, because I've already gone through it. You can start, and I could save you your first immediate 6 to 8 months of issues just right off the bat. Like, hey, I know what you're about to do. Don't do any of this. Do
Right.
this. Now you're ahead. Oh, and when that happens, these type of things happen. Now you're pushing. That's what a good mentor is, and the educational structure will save time. But for us, it is sort of like the chef world. You go to school for it. You
Hmm.
got a certain set of boxes to check. But
Right.
if you take a year and go into a kitchen, you're probably going to learn it a lot faster and learn a lot more.
Yeah. I think school just it helps set the foundation. It doesn't get you to the finish line. It just says, hey, now you know how to trim a brisket, you know how to start a fire, you know how to balance your books if you are planning to go into business. It teaches you how to calculate food costs and things like that. It's building a foundation. But like I said, just because you have that foundation, you're not going to go up against, you or Brian or somebody and say, let's have a cook off. That's gonna, it's gonna take some years for you to understand and get your hands dirty and actually feel it and soak yourself into it.
why
100%.
not? Let's have a cook off. Let's
You
have
said
a
let's
cook
have a
off.
cook off.
Go for it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I agree, Rashid. Like, if I hadn't taken the Goldies class from Dylan and Lane, you know, the amount I learned in that one day set me ahead probably, a year to 2 years.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
It can do a lot. It can do a lot. Let's see here. Trigger, boom. We did that. Launchers, eh. Oh,
oh, and by the way, I can't wait to get into the podcast studio so that I can actually stretch my legs without hitting my camera tripod, so it doesn't fall
Where,
on me when you're having a
where are
real
you?
conversation.
Where are you in the closet?
No, no, I'm in my office, but like I have like this tripod that I've got my phone hanging on, and I'm sitting there trying to stretch my
it's
legs.
almost ready, guys. I think you guys will love it.
Uh,
I think you'll love the new space. I can't wait for you to see it, but it's almost ready.
Hey, no problem. Listen, we
As we wind down, brother, what do you got going on, B, that you want to let the people know?
just our Saturdays at round trip. Possibly if you come the weekend of, you're gonna be gone, but if you come the weekend of the come on the 25th, something might be getting filmed. So come
Ah,
support us and be part of something that's getting filmed. But other than that, we'll have some dates at Bellwoods coming up on Thursdays. I think we're aiming for the 23rd and 30th of Bellwood for our Thursday night service, and then just every Saturday at Round Trip Brewing in West Midtown from 12 to 4:30 ish, or until we sell out. Uh, you know, just
gotcha.
trucking along doing the thing.
I love it. What about you, Big Sexy? Any update on the potential pop up? situation?
Yes. So we are, well, I thought you could ask me what I'm doing this weekend. Nothing. I got a mystery date this weekend. I don't know what that includes, but I don't know. The old
Hopefully,
lady
all
said,
of us. I hope it includes pants.
you know what? It never
Uh,
includes pants. It's a reason why you only shoot me from this up, from the chin up. But May 9th is the kickoff. So just a couple of weeks. I was actually putting some numbers together, getting the menus ready and all that jazz. So May 9th is, I think it's May 9th, is the official kickoff. So more to come. More
All
to
right.
come.
Heck yeah.
More to
Well, let us know so we can push it and promote it. I will be in Grand Junction that day, so I can't make it, but I'll definitely still give you hell from afar.
come. Oh, of course. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Um,
What do you
I've
got
you
going
got
on?
some judging next week, don't you?
yeah,
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I got a lot going. Um, so I
Is
leave
the
out.
judging this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this weekend I'm heading to Dallas, specifically the DFW area for the Syndicate Smokedown Barbecue and Music Festival as one of the judges. I'm honored to have been invited and selected. I can't wait to try all this amazing food and to share the whole process and experience with our audience. Thanks again to the whole team out there for having me. This is year 5 for them. So
Nice.
I'm there in Dallas this weekend. Then I'm back to see you knuckleheads for a day or two. Then I shoot right back out to Dallas for the Lone Star Smokeout. Um, going to be putting on an open fire experience on Friday with Shabuzi and all these other absolutely amazingly talented
Nice.
musical guests. Um, and then I may be pinging out to somewhere really quickly, then back to Texas again to do some filming. Uh, and right after that, I am in Grand Junction for the Rocky Mountain Barbecue Classic. Super excited. Myself, Pops, Leanne Whippen, and some other amazing, great names there. I'm bringing Chewy out so we can start some fires at high elevations. But it's a busy road ahead because right after that, ladies and gentlemen, I shoot straight over to Memphis in May, and that is going to be a crazy time. Stay tuned. We're going to be starting our countdown to Memphis, where you'll hear from various amazingly talented people involved in the planning, those who are coming in from out of country and overseas to participate. Might even get some special details on the live fire. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know now. They're gonna be doing $1.50 Budweiser, so you better bring all the change from them couch cushions, right? I'm not supposed to say that until May, but y'all gonna hear this first, all right? Don't tell nobody. That's our little secret.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Uh,
save my Magic
I do
City
know.
dollars.
I do know someone who won't be there. LeBron James.
yeah. Uh, Funny enough, last year I met Bronny, not Bronny. I met Bryce. Bryce was there last year.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
good kid, tall than a motherfucker, boy. Um, but yeah, so we'll see how that
LeBron
goes.
won't be there though. He doesn't, I don't think Memphis will let him be there.
Hey, I can't. I got nothing to say. I'm sweetening this piece for that one. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and I'm going to be giving out some discount codes and some really fun things soon. So we're going to have some discounts for the Rocky Mountain Barbecue Fest, be giving away some passes for Memphis in May, and once we are all in office, I'll start doing our giveaway for Wagyu. Guys, I haven't forgot. It just ain't time yet. Slow down. But I am going to be doing
I
a
forgot
giveaway
either.
for Mother's Day. So keep that in mind too. You know, mom doesn't want red bottoms or macaroni cards. She wants red meat. So I'm help you all out. Okay. And it's no catch. You just got to make sure you're listening. And then you can win. It's that simple. Like I don't do kickbacks or all no, that doesn't work for me. I just want to give you meat. Pause.
Yeah. Well,
For
and
Mother's
you
Day.
know who doesn't you know who doesn't need the Wagyu for Mother's Day?
Who?
Whoever stole the 12 tons of Kit Kats.
That's right. That's right. Because can you believe that 12 tons of chocolate is missing? I know we got about between Big Sexy and myself, we got about 2 tons of dark, and we got our white chocolate here, so we got about three and change. So
Oh, we holding.
All that chocolate, they got 9 tons out there running reckless.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Tons are crazy.
Crazy.
My thing is, how do you steal 12 tons of Kit Kats and where do you put it?
Where you going? Where you going?
How do you not see that? Like you mean
Like,
all this technology and you didn't see somebody walk off with 12 tons? Come on, man.
oh,
Come
candy.
on.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the person responsible for security was the same person responsible for the Thanksgiving Traeger update. That's what happened.
They're fired.
Ah,
They're
yeah.
fired all the way
Uh,
around. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for joining us for another episode of This Week in Barbecue, the barbecue focused podcast with hot takes and even hotter news. I've been your host, Rashid Phillips, and first in the lobby, Mr.
Magic City James Welch.
and our 1 ton of white chocolate, Mr.
Not Magic City. Blue Flame, Brian Hole.
The flame, not the flame.
Not the flame. Well, I gotta close it out with, we going to the cheetah.
It's closed. It's
I
not there
know.
anymore.
It's gone. But I think everyone could pass. Everyone's driven by the pink pony. You got enough change in your pocket. You can get. You got a little toothless two something to make some.
They didn't have any free Braves. They didn't have any Braves tickets to get people in the cheetah anymore.
They
They
don't.
were driving down from Cobb County.
Bring your stubs.
Bring your stubs.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If you
Oh.
could please, if you made it this far, like, share, leave us a comment. We want to know how we're doing. I don't know if you guys know this, but we're 4.9 rated. That's crazy. 4.9 stars, but there's 6 up there. So give us all 6. And if you don't see 6, we'll take 5. Please be kind to one another. The world needs it.
Peace.